Right on. What up, family? What up, K's family? What up, T2?
Hammer gang. We always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my mom and Hurricane fans, my college football fans in general, man. Michael Jackson, make that change, man. Make that change. As y'all see what's going on in the world, you know, basketball shut down, baseball shut down, women basketball shut down, soccer shut down, everything's shutting down. The athletes are coming together. Now, hopefully, they come together. They, some kind of resolution come out of this. Because when they first shut down and they first started talking about the Black Lives Movement and everything that's going on, we started to see like buildings start names start coming off of buildings. They start renaming some statues was taken away and stuff like that. Now, hopefully this time it's not just on the athletes' back. Hopefully this goes into, more of the government. Hold those people accountable. The athletes should not be the ones to have to speak up. This should be coming from the government themselves. This should be coming from, the people that are in charge and got the power to actually make change. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. But, let's get it started with some Canes, man. Canes, what's going on, Canes family? What's going on? Had to run the Michael Jackson for y'all, man. That's one of my icons right there.
Well, definitely.
See who all we got here. What's going on, Phil? How you doing, boss? Haitian Kane's in the building. What's going on, boss? Yeah, Haitian
Hey,
Kane, Haitian Kane, you be having me laughing for days, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, okay. We got Coke Dog 305. What's going on, boss? Got Jay Play in the building. What's going on, Jay Play? How you doing?
Redhead came.
Yeah, we got some more, but they probably not in the chat. But anyways, man, let's talk a little bit about this quarterback situation. What's going on, Redhead? How you doing, boss? Let's talk about this quarterback situation, man. So, De'Ara King, as we all know, that's quarterback number one this season. Backup should be N'Kosi Perry, but that has not yet been given. That has not been stated. That has not been written or anything. Now we do know that scrimmage number two, Tyler Van Dyke put up some great numbers, 4 for 5, or was it 5 for 6, somewhere in that range, for 205 yards and a touchdown. Some sound like some great stats, don't it? But let's not take away the
Hold
factor. Let's not take away the factor of the receivers. Because if you got 4 or 5 catches for that many yards, that means the receivers put in work. That's not taking nothing away from Tyler Van Dyke. But when you have that low amount of attempts and catches for that amount of yard, those receivers put in work.
on.
What's
T2Y.
going, what's going on?
Let me ask you this. You said Perry has not been named as the second string yet.
Yeah, he has not been named yet. They say they have not made that clear.
What the hell? Man, they doing that boy dirty. They doing
Now,
that boy dirty.
everybody that reports on it is speculating that he will be second team, but they still have not paved it like they came out and said like a couple weeks ago that De'Ara King is quarterback number one. They
Yeah.
have not come out and said that about Perry or any of the other quarterbacks. Now they did make it clear that during those scrimmage, those interceptions that was thrown,
Mhm.
not one of those interceptions was thrown by De'Ara King. So that's one thing they did make clear. But right now we got Tyler Van Dyke, we got Perry, and we got even Mataka and Tate Martell. It's
Oh, shit.
it's gonna be tough. Now, what I want to talk about is De'Aaron King. Now, De'Aaron King is set to play this fall. Now, he also has an extra year of eligibility now, so it's a
Hmm.
possibility that if he doesn't have a tremendous year, that he might actually come back next season. So let's talk about what that would mean for Tyler Van Dyke, for Tate Martell, and for N'Kosi Perry.
Okay, so if he get an extra year, does Perry get an extra year as well?
Everybody get an extra year.
Oh shit, that might just be a great thing right now.
Yeah, but if you're N'Kosi Perry,
Yeah,
this season that De'Aaron King is quarterback number one.
right.
Most likely you're quarterback number two.
Yeah.
Do you really want to do that again next season?
He don't been there so far, so I would think he would. I mean, and then he'll have a well more established team because this can just be like a little trial run. You get what I'm saying? And then after that, when we play Alabama the following season, we'll really be knowing what Derek King really stand, and he should be already really be acquainted with the team by that year when we play Alabama. So that'd be even better run. And then when the coaching
Yeah, but,
finally take over, it'd be a even smooth run after 2021. So that'd be even
yeah,
great.
but do you think he has the patience to sit around 2 years behind De'Aaron King?
I
Because
don't see why.
we know he's gonna do that this season. But will he be able? Will he want to do that next season? Is the question.
I mean, right now, if you look at his NFL draft stock, what NFL draft stock does he really have?
Yeah,
If
but
you go to the NFL.
transfer portal. That's what I'm talking about. Do you think he would hit
Oh,
the transfer portal?
no.
Because I mean, it's a possibility that he could go somewhere else and start, and have
No,
2 years of eligibility instead of just one, waiting behind De'Aaron King.
no, I think he see what's going on. As far as getting all these good players coming in, and he see what kind of team we building, and see if he leave and he goes somewhere else, it might not be in the same position when Derek King does leave, because he could take off to another level when Derek King leave. He might actually get him a championship before he leaves and help his draft stock. Cause we going up, we finna go up now. Hopefully, we finna go up. The way things looking, we should go up.
Now, Redhead said, I believe they're trying to let the other quarterbacks fight hard, because if they say Kosi gets second string already, the other quarterbacks might not fight as hard in practice,
Yeah, that's the true possibility.
right?
That's very
Because I
true.
mean, don't get me wrong. Who's gonna go out there and fight hard to be third string?
Shit.
It,
Yeah,
it's gonna be one of those sluggish battle. But like I said, Tyler Van Dyke so far would be third string if you ask
yeah.
me.
What's an orange and green blood? But yeah, I that would be interesting. Though this thing is though, still we can have a lot of trick plays too now, so we can be seeing a potential person to throw it in a different package. We don't never know what Rhett Lashlee got. You ain't seen
But
nothing.
it's a fast tempo offense, so what you could basically look at is that offense fit more of a Perry, and it fit more of a King, and it fit more of a Tate Martell. And with Tyler Van Dyke, he's more of a pocket present quarterback. So I'm not quite sure how he would do in that, given the fact that he might have to take off and run.
He ain't that slow. I mean, I ain't gonna say he fast, but he pretty decent though.
Yeah, what's going on, Slim Shady?
Slim Shady. He's pretty deep. He got a little speed. A little decent. I ain't gonna say speed, but he got a little decent up tempo run.
Say, Stunner Boy said use Perry in a few
Yeah,
packages. I
yeah. That
think we're
was
gonna see. I think we're gonna see Perry in quite a few times or whatever.
yeah
I
because
mean, if he's quarterback number two, then he'll definitely get some play time. Hopefully the UAB game. I'm not saying sleep on UAB, but hopefully it be a blowout game. Hopefully it be one of those warm up games where we actually get to see second and third string guys.
Well, like I say, they use Perry in the package, but they already talking about using Derek King, trying to transition Derek King to wide receiver in the NFL. So that's why I said they might use what's called in the package where Perry throwing the ball and King running the route and Tate. We don't never know. That's why I said Rhett Lashlee is unpredictable.
Yeah. Tazation Kane said, "Good answer, CJ. About Perry staying another year until King leaves.
Oh,
Yeah, like I said, it's a possibility that he'll stay, but I think if King come back another year, if I was Perry, it'll be kind of devastating. It'll really be kind of devastating to sit there behind this guy, 2 years in a row.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it would be because of the fact is that you've been patiently waiting behind a horrible quarterback like
Oh
Rozier.
my God.
Yeah, real Mark, yeah, like Rozier. And now you got to sit back and wait another 2 years. I mean, but at the same time, if you want to go to the NFL, you got to do what you got to do. And then you see what's
Right.
going on right now. So you building a real Manny building a real thing right now. So if I were Perry, I'd just go ahead and wait till that next championship because it's pretty much guaranteed by then.
Perry is pretty loyal to the Canes. Now, if King do decide that he was going to come back the next season too, and Perry decide that he wants to transfer, I swear to God, I would go to battle with anybody that trash talk him, anybody that go up against
Oh
him.
yeah, more
But
definitely.
this guy has held down Miami, even when Miami haven't been holding him down, and that's real.
Yeah. But Mark Jean, you funny for that one. The solution to all the problems, getting Rozier back. That's real funny.
Man, that's crazy.
But I really think if Perry would have started over there, we really would have won more games than what we won, even though we did go 10 and what's it called. But I think we would have probably won out by then though. Be honest with
Yo, what's going on, Lenoise? What's
you.
going on, man? Now, I must tell you, we ain't got no ladies up in here yet. Now, Lenoise, the ladies, man.
Yeah, I seen them before on Zoe channel. Cynthia in here.
Oh yeah, you can get us. I don't know. I'm gonna stay. I don't know if Cynthia's a single lady or not. I ain't gonna say that.
Lady Lee.
Nah, other position to talk about. I was watching Junior and the Big Dog, and they was talking about the quarterback, not quarterback, the wide receiving position.
Right.
So if you had to start three wide receivers right now, based off scrimmages and practices and experience also, who would you go with for your first three?
I definitely will start Pope. Wait, no. Wait. Harley. I'll start Harley. Now, don't get me twisted. I know y'all want to say Wiggins and all those stuff, but I want to see what Restro. What's his name? Restro.
Restrepo.
I want to see what he got, man, because he really look like he gonna be really, really doing some things out there. Him and it's another guy I really like watching. That maybe it was Wiggins that I was thinking of. Yeah, Wiggins that I was watching.
I was thinking D. Wiggins, Mike Harley, and that third one is gonna be tough, man. Third one's gonna be tough.
Oh, I forgot about Peyton.
I was thinking Wiggins, Mike Harley, and Pope.
Yeah.
I'll go with them three, and then I'll go with Restrepo, um, Jeremiah Payton, and my third after that would be man, that's a tough one to field too. It's tough to field that one too.
What up, John Shield?
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna think on that third one.
What position?
Second string wide receivers.
Oh, second string wide receiver. Peyton. Off the rip. I already said Hartley, Wiggins, and Westbrook. So Peyton. Shit. What's his name? Rashawn. What's his name? Rashawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rashawn. And what's the other rookie? Not rookie, but freshman wide receiver.
You mean Washington?
Yeah, I try him out. I like trying out freshmen, man, because they hungry. You know what I'm saying? And then they just kind of came from a good winning high school team, so they probably got that hungry in them. I got to mix it up with the experienced one, so the experienced one feel like they got some real competition, so they keep them on their damn toes. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
Right.
want to do.
Yeah, Keyshawn Smith.
Yeah, Keyshawn Smith. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, man. That'll be. It's so much competition going on, man.
Yeah.
Running back wise, I think what we got in those two freshmen, Cheney and Knighton. Oh my God, bro. So I listened to the press conference where they was talking about how they need to basically slow it down, then explode, because
Yeah.
as soon as they get the ball, they just want to take off. But Manny, but Manny was, basically explaining to them that you got to get a whole, you got to give guys like the O line and everybody to get their assignment. So that way, the hole might open up
Right.
real fast. But if guys don't get to their assignments, it's gonna close. And I
Yep.
think that's what happened to them in the second scrimmage, because they even talked about it in their press conference, saying that basically they got to be patient and then explode, because those two dudes that are demons,
Yeah,
speed
I see it.
demons.
Yeah. Yeah, I
They,
seen that.
it's like when they get the ball, they just got the mind they want to do something. Dudes, I'm telling you, Knighton remind me of Duke Johnson, but I gotta see it on the
Duke,
field.
would
If
you
he
say
get
Duke?
into if he get into those positions where he got to make moves and then take off, like break tackles or juke or shake somebody and then take off. If he starts showing those Duke Johnson type plays and stuff, oh my God, bro, we might be in for a good one.
I think like okay, don't get me wrong, Duke Johnson, he got them yards. He did his thing. But he put me more in the mind of because was it Willis McGay, he had that speed back then.
Yeah, Willie was fast too.
Yeah. Well, he put more like in mind Willis McGay, he kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because Willis McGay, he had that elusive thing too. You know what I'm saying? So I'll
Yeah,
put him on there with him with that because Duke was more that he had that weight to him too. He was like really sculptured. He was really, built like that. But Knighton is more that like that slim, not I ain't gonna say slender, but he ain't have as much weight as Duke did. So that's why I would say Wilson Gahey.
yeah, man. Duke Johnson was fun to watch. Can't lie
Oh yeah,
about that.
yeah,
He was fun
yeah,
to
most
watch.
definitely.
Florida State so nasty.
Yo, I saw that when you they got that many charges. I mean, people locked up.
Oh, are you talking about the party that they threw?
Yeah,
11, yeah, 11 people got arrested. Yeah, man, it's tough up in Tallahassee. It's
and they
tough, man.
and they call us convicts.
But that's what's going on around the country, man. As soon as they opened up these colleges and
Yeah,
let students back on campus, all you hearing is this many kids got tested positive. Then you hearing these many kids throwing parties, these many
yeah,
kids breaking all the rules. Kids at Ohio State getting suspended, like 300 and something kids got suspended. Like,
yeah.
come on, man, close back the colleges, bro. Just close them. Do everything online.
Oh, I like that one. Phil from the Dale. He said Cheney built like Duke. I
Yeah,
I, I
that's
can
what I
say
was
that.
thinking too,
Yeah, I can say that. Definitely that.
man.
Yeah.
Now, linebacker position. Who you think
Ooh,
gonna
no,
be them two? Who you think gonna be the
no,
two?
no. We ain't going
Who
there.
you
I told you already. I said our
gonna?
linebacker core gonna be fired than what it was last season. Then I tell you that.
Man,
I'm
I think
telling you.
I think Sam Brooks is gonna bring a whole different dimension to that position.
I'll try to tell you,
That
T. We
that
good.
dude he got the speed. He got the speed, and he got a sense of where the ball's gonna be at. If he's not the one to make the tackle, he's gonna be within that facility.
What up, Nick 305? But
What's going on, Nick? How you doing, boss?
remember what I told you? I told you when we the only linebacker that we really had that was decent, that was good or decent was Michael Pinkney. The quarterman was just too slow. But when McLeod, I guess McLeod got injured for a while, whatever. I'm still gonna say McLeod's still good too. But Brooks was that guy in that bowl game because he made majority of them tackles. And I was just like, why in the hell we ain't been playing Brooks or Joyner and the other guys? Like them guys is hungry.
Now like I was listening to the press conference, and they was talking about all these guys now, especially in the secondary, on the linebackers. They got to learn two position. They got to learn at least two position because with every with the way things are going right now, with the whole COVID situation and depth and injury and stuff like that,
Yeah,
we we need players basically to learn more than one position. You will be more valuable to the team if you learn more than one position. I think it was Brenda I was listening to. He was talking about that because they was asking him about how he feel about the safety position and who's going to
right.
be the starters. And right now he could not make a decision on starting or who would be the starters at safety. But the three names that's in the mix is Bubba Bolden, Carter, and shoot, who am I? Why am I sleeping on this last name? The last name he said on there. What am I? Why am I? Why it's not hitting me in the head right now? Who's all our safeties right now that's had some experience?
Free safety or
Oh,
strong safety.
Gervin Hall. There we go, Gervin Hall. I don't know why it wasn't coming to my mind.
Oh yeah, Garvin Hall. Yeah, I
So
mean,
right now, he don't know who's gonna be started. He said they all basically ready to go. They've been putting in work, but it's not gonna be just like who starts and who not. It's gonna be packages. It's
mm,
gonna be like you know you and you go out there, you do this. You and you go out there, and you do that. So he's gonna be mixing them. But what's gonna really determine who gets the most playtime and stuff like that
yeah,
it's all about communication. Because once you're on that field, well, this season it might be a little bit different. You might actually be able to hear the other person. The stadium's gonna be that packed,
yeah,
it'll be kind of empty in there, so you might actually be able to hear. But you got to be basically ready to read signals. And you got to be able to communicate that with each other. If you got to check down and stuff like that,
yeah.
you got to be able to communicate. That's gonna be the pivotal point for most of these safeties this season. Most of the defensive players, linebackers, and them, they gotta be able to communicate.
I'm trying to tell you, Tad. That was been said. That's what I've been telling to you. I told them that after last season. Boy, we're gonna have some heat. Boy, we're gonna have that real heat now. We gonna have that heat.
I'm telling you, man, I cannot wait.
it
Now,
ain't
one thing
gonna.
I can
Go ahead.
one thing I can say is I'm glad that college football starts in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, if you count the UAB game that's coming up, it's a week.
Yep.
So we'll basically see the UAB game and see what to expect. If you watch it on TV, then you'll kind of get an idea of what kind of season we're gonna have because you'll see how many fans they got in the stands, how it looks. Because even with the NBA bubble, well, the NBA bubble was kind of different because it was such a small set and they got all these digital fans and stuff. But we'll kind of see how it'll feel. Like perfect example, MLB baseball, how the stadium is. I think that's what we're gonna see. And they Miami also released a model of the stadium of basically how tickets are gonna be sold. So if you got the Miami Hurricane app, you can just click on it and it'll tell you basically, where the seats are, how much the prices are, and stuff like that. But season ticket holders will be the first to, you know, go ahead and buy tickets and fill up the stadium. Once the season tickets holders make their purchases or whatever, then it'll be open to whoever else.
Rose
Like,
No Blood said college football start this Saturday. What's up, fellas?
yeah, that's what I was saying. The UAB game starts this Saturday. Yeah, so that's pretty much the if you do have the Miami Hurricane app, it's on both Android and what's the name? It's on Android and it's on Apple. So you see down at the bottom there that that's what the app looks like. That
Yep.
you. So if you got that app and you click on it, it'll kind of load and you could basically go into it and look at the schedule and stuff like that. Like it show you the schedule and everything. So I mean, if you download the app, it got a lot of good features on there.
John Shield says T2Y. How in the hell does Turnt think the nose roster is better than ours?
Man, Turn Tally is a FSU fan, so he's gonna ride with whatever FSU got, even if the car ain't got no tires on it, he's still gonna ride with whatever they got.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't blame him. He's a fan.
Yeah, I agree with you,
904 in
904.
the building. What up, 904?
Yeah, Miller.
Folks say every linebacker on our roster is capable of playing middle linebacker, WL, wide side linebacker, except for Jordan Miller. We have a lot of athleticism at linebacker right now. Yeah, we definitely do. I think we got more speed than anything at linebacker than we had in the past 4 years. Because Pickney and Quarterman did start for what the last 4 years,
Yeah.
but I do think Zach McLeod and Sam Brooks are a little bit faster than they are. Well, a lot faster than they are.
Yeah. Jordan Miller would be like he probably close to Shaq Quarterman speed, but he's a little bit faster than Shaq Quarterman.
Right. I think he's more of a ball hawk too.
Yeah.
Like I was watching, because I was watching Sam Brooks. I was watching Sam Brooks LA Tech game, and dude was on point. Dude was on point. He got that speed to hawk you down too.
Most definitely.
So we definitely gonna be good in linebacker and everything. And don't sleep on Brian Bullen. Brian Bullen. That
Yeah,
name.
I checked him out.
Yeah, he's pretty solid right now in the scrimmages, but you know it'll be interesting to see what he could do on the field. If he could carry that kind of energy into the games that he did in that second scrimmage, man, we in for a treat. And I heard Jalen Knight and Roche, those two are like backfield disruptors. They gonna cause havoc this season.
The They were talking about the defensive line also was going to be a standout defensive line this year, the interior included.
You say Clemson allowing 19,000 fans. Yeah, you got to look at some of those guys' stadiums. Their stadiums are more bigger and whatever, so they could social distance a little bit better. So they'll be able to fit more people in there.
Mark Jean said, "What about the defensive back position?"
Where you see it? Oh, what about cornerbacks?
Yeah,
I think starting is going to be Al Blaze Jr. and DJ Ivy.
yeah.
I think backup will be Christian Williams.
That
And
motherfucker fast, boy. That motherfucker. I know that motherfucker fast.
yeah, I think he gonna play. I think he'll probably play cornerback and safety. Because like I said, right now they're learning more than one position.
We need that. We need that. We need Christian Williams at punt return or kick return. Buddy can run fast. He just like do them like Devin Hester. Just do him like Devin Hester.
Yeah, don't forget about Avery Huff either, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. I don't know how I forgot about that one.
Yeah, bro. 904 say Jordan Miller is the strongest player on the team and a good run stopper. Yeah, I think a lot of these guys are gonna get a chance.
Yeah, there's
To,
gonna be a heavy rotation.
yeah,
Heavy rotation.
it's gonna be a lot of rotation this
Yeah.
season. You got to think about it. The up tempo offense, if it runs smoothly, like we expect it to do, we're gonna be scoring fast. We're gonna be scoring points pretty fast. So that defense is gonna be out there a lot longer. So a lot of these guys are gonna get rotated in, rotated
Mm-hmm.
in. So a lot of people gonna get their chance to shine, and some people gonna basically, separate themselves from the pack. And that's when we're gonna really see, what our defense is made of. Because if that offense is clicking on all six cylinder, it's gonna be harder on the defense more than anything. But then we're gonna see on the defense who the playmakers are.
That's a good question, Jen Ferrari.
Hold on, what is
I
that?
haven't heard.
Okay, so I haven't heard of any players getting COVID since practice have started. Is is this good or they just not releasing information? I think this is good because in the past when players did test positive and stuff, they didn't come out and say who, but they at least released it to the media saying how many players got tested positive and stuff like that. So I think right now Miami's following all the procedures and everything like that. So we're not getting any cases where players are testing positive. So hopefully that continues and goes straight through the season where we don't have any issues with that. Because, like I said earlier, a lot of the guys are learning more than one position just in case something like that were to happen. Because if somebody come down with COVID, that's 2 weeks. 2 weeks is going to be gone, and their position must be filled. So if you have 2, 3 players go down, that's going to be even tougher. So you gotta fill those positions. So you gotta learn multiple positions. You're gonna be more valuable to the team learning that more than one position.
I would think we'd be good. We good because of the fact we got the top what medical stuff going on down there. So we all right. We good. Ain't too
Yeah,
worried about it.
that's another thing too. Miami is one of the top
I mean,
health when it comes to health and medicals and stuff like that. We is very known for that,
we all the way up.
sir. So I think if anything happened where players need to be tested and stuff like that, I don't think we would lie to any of our players. I don't think none of our medical staff would lie to our players.
No.
Not throwing those shades at that guy up in Tallahassee.
uh, uh, uh.
What's that? They lying to their players up there, man.
They lie about everything.
Okay, now let me ask you this because I had this conversation with Turn Tally,
Right. What?
and basically, if a player comes down with COVID,
Uh,
do you think they should tell the team, not the media, the team? Do you think they should tell the players on the team if somebody came down with COVID?
of course. So we need. I mean, why not?
Because I was talking to him and he was like, "No, that's confidential. They don't need to know nothing and stuff like that." And I was like, "So if this guy had COVID
Uh,
and you don't tell none of the team, you quarantine this guy by himself. Of course, the whole team's gonna know why he's quarantined. If he's not practicing or doing anything for 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure they're smart enough. He's a college student. They're smart enough to know
see, so
that
like that shit.
something like that happened.
That shit is just common sense. Period. Come on, man.
Right
Like, come
now,
on.
and if you're looking at it, if you don't tell the players, you're putting all the whole team. You're putting the
Yeah.
whole team at risk.
And then you got to worry about people
What if
parents.
I was hanging? What if I was hanging out with that guy, and you guys don't tell me, and I might have it too? So now I'm hanging out with this guy, and that guy. Now they might have it too, and it's gonna spread like that. Next thing you know, we're not gonna have a season. But he was like, "Nah, they don't need to tell nobody." I'm like, I don't know about
Man,
you, but
you
I wouldn't send my kid to Tallahassee.
no, because they don't care about nobody. But I don't know what they care about. It make no damn sense. But yeah, they that's just common sense. Then you gotta worry about people, parents. Why would you do that? That's dumb as hell. But I mean, whatever, man.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what Stacy's saying right here. Stacy, if you're watching, I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say by that.
Carter posted that three was in Evo. Miley went 103 for 103.
Oh, I think you're talking about the testing. I think he's
Oh,
talking about everybody tested negative. I think that's what he's saying.
yeah, we lost like hell.
Yeah. So who
What up?
was the kid that showed the highlight of the other day? Who was the kid? I think he's talking about Jawan Samuels. I think that's who he's talking about. You got to be more specific though. Let me see if he says something.
What
I
up,
think
big?
I think you're talking about Jawan Samuels. I think that's what you're talking about.
What up, big can one? Fuck off, Sidney Smith, Miami boy. That shot y'all out right quick.
Now,
But
Slim Shady say according to HIPAA law, they can't disclose medical information. Right, but in this certain situation, I think I think this is something that as a team you can get together and talk about this. Well, first thing first, I would get the player that actually tested positive. I would get his permission to do it first, for one thing. But I mean, in this situation, I understand HIPAA law. You're not supposed to disclose medical information or whatever like that. But in this situation, in this COVID situation where it could affect every single person on the team, I think that's something that they probably would talk to that player or whoever tested positive about, and you know, get the permission to do so. But
I,
I'm pretty sure that player that caught it is gonna know, hey, I'm gonna be out for 2 weeks anyway. The whole team's gonna know I got it. So if we all get together and find out who I was hanging around and stuff like that, then we might actually save the team, the whole team.
yeah. What up, VT? But like I was saying, I'll say this: we don't have to necessarily specifically name a player, but you let the team know a player has contracted COVID-19, and if you would like to share that with y'all as a unit, as one, then he could do that. But as far as letting them know that somebody has it, they can let them know. Because you ain't letting them know specifically
Uh,
what it is.
Hold on, plug. I'll say Jordan played with flu and showed out. We got some soft AF. Nah, Jordan didn't play with no flu. I know everybody been saying it's flu-like symptoms that game, but basically Jordan was poisoned, bro. That was poison. That was food poisoning that he was playing with. But I understand what you're saying. Let's see, did I miss anything? Okay. Say all conference schedule, no cupcake, give me games. So young guys may not get real game experience, but hurt the team. Later, and experienced players up on because of injuries to a starter. Right. I think basically this season it's we only got one cupcake game, and I wouldn't even call it a cupcake game in UAB because UAB is not just any regular pushover. UAB last season, I think UAB was what 9-8? Was it 8-3, 8-4, or something like that? 9-3.
Yeah, about
So
80
they were pretty decent. Now, don't get me wrong, they're in a terrible conference, so I wouldn't go hee haw, on the wins that they did have, but they did have a good season. But I wouldn't sleep on anybody. What's going on, VT?
Dang.
They say Manny has a bad. Do you think he's out? This season, no.
No.
I don't think he would be out.
Hey,
But it depends on how bad of a season he has that the fans would be really on him.
I would say no, because I'll say hell no, because the fact is it's COVID-19 season. I mean, just because of
Right.
that. Oh, that's the only reason. But if it's just a regular season, then like next season when we play Alabama, we'll go from there. But right now, no, ain't nobody moving nowhere in no team just because of COVID.
Lenore said yes, he will be out the door. No, I don't think they will get rid of Manny this season.
I mean,
I
I
think
miss.
I think given the recruiting class that he just picked up and everything, I think they would actually let him run 3 seasons, 3 season tops.
Like I said, I'll put it like this because T2, you already know. If he don't win a certain amount of games to me, his ass had to go. But since it's COVID-19, that will give him a pass for this season, whatever the record may come out to be. Just be honest.
He said who would the D lineman they got I'm saying I guess he said who was the D lineman that got upset with his playing time in the scrimmage. I don't know if it was the first or second scrimmage, or did I hear wrong?
Yeah, I
Uh,
heard that.
I'll let you handle that because I didn't hear that.
I can't remember buddy's name, but it was in I want to say the second scrimmage, not the first. He already kind of felt some way the first scrimmage, but it was second scrimmage. I cannot remember this guy's name, but I know I heard about that though. I definitely heard about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I didn't hear about that. He said, Google flu game, bro. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. I understand what you're saying. That flu game that Jordan, that was not the flu. That they call it the flu-like symptoms game or whatever. But he did not have flu. That dude was food poisoned. That dude they ordered pizza and like 4 different people showed up, delivered the pizza, laughing and shit. They tried to poison my guy.
Yeah, what they called it the flu game because the fact is they didn't add all the information when the game was played, but when they found out all the information, it was reported flu poison.
Yeah,
Yeah,
UAB players all got um 3+ years of experience. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. We won't take nobody lightly.
we can't. Why would we? I mean, be honest, why would we? At the last season, why the hell would we?
Say flu season is different. No protocol. I mean, it is what it is. Well, Miami got a lot of protocol. The ACC got a lot of protocols in place. So hopefully, everybody keeps safe and we have a smooth season. Hopefully. Now, I did hear that North Carolina moved back their game from September 12th to September 26th.
Mm.
Oh, that's kind of a little bit alarming that they're starting to push back games already. So, well, I mean, I'll keep an eye on it, but hopefully, nothing severe happen where they might have to start canceling games and stuff like that. The UAB coached up good. We can't sleep on them. Yeah, definitely won't. Um, Joseph Holmes with the $2 donation. He didn't say anything, but that's a touchdown for the channel. Thank you, Joseph, for the $2 donation. Like I said, that's a touchdown for the channel.
Oh,
That's a Miami Hurricane touchdown. Yes, sir. Now, Hurricane Miller said we need Butch back. How you feel
yo,
about that?
no, hey, be honest with you, before Manny Diaz had signed that contract, I really, or was it Mark Rick had signed? I really want to Bush Davis. To be
I
honest,
wanted, I wanted him over Mark Ricks too. I ain't
yeah,
gonna
I
lie.
really,
I thought we was gonna get him until Mark Ricks came into the picture.
yeah, I really want to. I really want to Bush Davis because that would have set the tone. Because we just made it with a 30 for 30 movie around that time on ESPN, and then after that, that shit that would have jumped off everything to me.
Yeah, man. I when around the time of the Mark Ricks hire, I was hoping we'd have got Butch Davis back. But I mean, hey. It happened for whatever reason. You know. Now I will say this: that Butch Davis FIU game, the whole flopping thing, that was despicable. That was despicable.
Boy,
I mean, but at the same time, you got to give it to him. He was smart enough. He
yep,
was
straight,
smart enough to do what it takes to win.
yep,
But
straight.
it was still despicable to me.
It was despicable because we lost. Now, if he would did it, we still won. If we would have won, he did that shit. Everybody would be like, "Look, see, he had to do whatever it took, but he still lost." You know, he just strategized.
Stacy said they put the prediction out. Miami will go 8-3 behind Clemson and them guys from South Bend, Notre Dame. Where did they put that out at though? That's the question. What site? Which analysts? Because they got a whole bunch of different ones that are gonna come out. Some people are predicting Miami to go maybe even 6 and was it ESPN was going what 6 and was it 6 and 5?
Yo,
ESPN had Miami going 6-5.
like we
So
go there,
it depends on whose prediction you're looking at.
if we go 6 or something this year, yeah, they need to fire there, even though COVID.
Bro, if we go
Period.
6-5 this year, you already know the whole fan base is gonna go nuts.
Oh,
We all gonna be gunning for Manny. I mean, even though he still should get a third year, everybody gonna be gunning for Manny. I know
yeah,
I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed as hell. I'll be pissed as hell losing 5 games, especially if we lose the. I think the only game I would not be mad if we lost was Clemson.
I
I
don't
think
even.
that's the only game. And if we lose to the like North Carolina and Florida State, and it's not a close game, I'll be pissed, bro.
Only reason I would say that we like North Carolina. I know I've been talking about it. I ain't no undercover fan. Remember that about no North Carolina or Georgia Tech. But the reason I sit there and say North Carolina probably be a real good team this season is because you got who the head coach is Matt Brown. And that guy he can recruit and he can coach real good. I mean the man won that championship, so he can do a great job at it. But like as far as Clemson, I think they fell off on their little high horse because they defense don't got slower. Trevor Lawrence don't show his weakness as far as throwing these interceptions. Sometimes you can't recover from all the time from that. You know what I'm saying? Just like you saw when they played the championship. So I mean, you can't recover all the time from throwing a lot of interceptions. Now, are we gonna see the same interception ratio as we did the season before? Who knows? But if he keeps throwing interceptions like he did last season, things might not be too pretty for him this season. Cause
Yeah,
he got the same defense to cover your ass.
yeah. Jen said, have they said if there will be any playoff games since some conference aren't playing? I think if they do have the playoffs, it'll be the same way as normal. They'll just pick the top 4 teams that's actually playing and just go from there. Because the NCAA does not run the playoffs. They does not. They basically don't have no say so in anything really. Because as you can see, the NCAA is basically with the idea of not having fall football, and as you can see, we're still having fall football. So basically, the NCAA don't have that hammer to stop anything.
Oh, I didn't
Cynthia
know that.
said, yeah, Cynthia said 10-1 or 9-2 season prediction. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's reasonable. I'm guessing the one loss would be Clemson, or if we do have 2 losses, it'll probably be Clemson, maybe North Carolina.
I did not know NC got 3 starters sitting on defense sitting out.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Why I don't really think we're gonna lose the NC, but they still, gonna be a tough opponent to beat.
Yeah.
They'll probably be the second toughest on our schedule.
Everybody saying UAB beat LA Tech. Okay, okay, cool.
Uh, Sergeant AR-10 says,
Oh,
Coach Ricks is a good dude, just too conservative. No, just too predictable. That's what you mean to say, too predictable. Run, pass, punt.
run,
I
pass,
remember when Coach Coop made that song.
run, pass, play. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh man, We need our golden what? I said we need our golden back.
That's why I was
Yeah,
laughing.
yeah, I did. He definitely joking on that. Said Butch Davis left us. I
Yeah,
mean, you can't blame him for leaving though. You can't blame him for the reason why he's leaving. If you're offered an NFL job, wouldn't you take it? Would you take it? I mean, the
I
money
don't know.
was way more significant than it was at Miami.
Well, I don't know. Me personally, I probably been retired at Miami if I would have a real winning season and national championships on top of national championships. I probably just stay down there and just retire. That's
Games,
just me.
games for life for fun. He said if we put up 35 a game, we'll go 11-0. We're definitely. Now, when you say 35 points a game, do you mean offensively, or does the defense have any points in that?
I would say we would have to go 40 points a goddamn game to make sure. Just
Right.
me,
I'll probably put it up there to like 42.
yeah, some 40s. Because that 35, people can catch up to that easily.
Yeah. Hurricane Chris, what's going on, man? What's up, T2I? Saw me on Coach Coop IG post, going back and forth with a North Carolina Tar Heel fan. I wouldn't even go back and forth with them. I would not go back and forth with no North Carolina Tar Heel. What have they done? Yeah, of course they beat us once in a blue moon, but what really has Tar Heels done?
They got the Jordan uniform.
I
I mean, I'm just saying. What up, Dennis Wilson?
think that's pretty much all they got for them. So I'm trying to catch up in the chat.
Phil from the Dale, repost your question. I don't know what question you had.
Thank you, Hurricane Chris. Yeah, say ESPN is drunk. Yeah, they definitely drunk talking about 6-5.
They just going off of last season. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, let me try to catch up. Clemson DBs look shaky with tackling big DBs. Hmm, it'll be kind of tough. Offense. What do you mean by offense? I don't even know how to pronounce it, bro. I ain't even gonna murder your name. But what do you mean by just offense? Okay, saying ain't nobody scoring 35 on defense this year. Right. Now I mean like when I say that is if we score 35 points a game, how many points did the defense score within those 35? Did the defense score a touchdown or two? Because if the defense scored two touchdowns, that means our offense is only scoring 21 points. That's pretty terrible. Say UAB has a good defense. Right now, I'm not worrying about UAB's defense. UAB just lost they running back and everything too. No, I'm not really worried about UAB. Yeah, Sergeant AR-10. He's a op. He's definitely a Miami troll.
You're undercover Miami fan.
Hold on. Jalen say y'all must have forgot. Y'all can, huh? Y'all can. I play Clemson too. Okay, I'm kind of confused by that.
He said, well, I'm guessing he said we can outplay Clemson too as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Clemson is unbeatable. I think we could beat them. It might be a dogfight, but I definitely think we could beat Clemson. And if we get to Clemson 3-0 and we beat Clemson, as long as Miami do not get no significant injuries or COVID-19 does not play a hand, I think we go undefeated. Other than Clemson and the rest, if we can handle Clemson, who else is on our schedule that we can't beat?
Uh,
Hold on.
yeah.
Chris said, I got a big question, T2Y. Who is going to be your favorite new DB on the Canes to watch? I like hearing about Marcus. Uh, I'm thinking from that second scrimmage, I'm just gonna say Brian Bullum. I'm gonna say him because he kind of surprised me in that scrimmage. And pretty much before that scrimmage, I haven't heard much about him at all. So I'm gonna keep an eye on him and see, how he turned out. Was that scrimmage just a one time thing, or is he a dog?
Yeah. Phil from Dale. Phil from the Dale. He said, "Y'all think we would have pulled James Williams with Butch Davis?"
Hold on, what?
He said Phil from the Dale said, Do you think we would have pulled James Williams with Butch Davis?"
It's tough. It's tough to say because Butch Davis date back like what 2000 was it 2016 or 15?
Mm,
Well, when did we hired Mark Rates in what 2015 wasn't it?
yeah,
Because he did yeah. So it'll be tough to say what the team would even look like right now if we had Butch Davis because half the players that we recruited and half the players we got he probably would have went different route. He probably would have got a whole different set of players. So we probably wouldn't look like we do right now. And to say whether or not we would have a James Williams type player, who knows? Who knows what Butch Davis might have done? We might have had better seasons with Butch Davis than we did
yeah.
with Mark Ricks and everything. But right now, it's tough. That's a tough question to answer. There's no way to answer it.
I mean, be honest with you, the way Butch Davis always have recruited, because if you think about it, when he left Miami, went to the pros, and then after that he went, I think, to North Carolina. He went to North Carolina for a minute. They had a pretty decent good team when he went up there. So as far as recruiting, he'll probably do a better job than what Mark Richt did.
Yeah, Dennis said, yeah, Bush would have pulled James. And then Phil said Manny had relationships with James Williams. Yeah, a lot of the guys that we do have recruiting, they develop a lot of different relationship with these players because a lot of the commits have come out and said, this coach or that coach were the ones that was talking to me every day, the ones that, really got me to see the vision. So a lot of our recruits or recruiters are doing pretty great. It's not just Manny, but Manny do play a nice role in all of it.
Hey T2, do you think Jake Garcia want to flip to Miami now since
And Jake
USC don't want
Garcia, Jake Garcia. I'm gonna say this now. I was gonna get into that a little bit later, but
to?
Jake Garcia, out of his own mouth, says he's not coming to Miami. He's not interested. We can move on from Jake Garcia right now. Jake Garcia, just because he moved to Georgia to finish his last year because California's not playing. That's why he moved to Georgia. But Jake Garcia, out of his own mouth, said that he's not coming to Miami.
Because did he commit to USC?
He's committed to. He said it. He's committed to USC. He's not going back on it. He's not going to change his mind. He said the players in Miami have been, in contact with him. He messed with a lot of those guys in Miami. But as far as him coming to Miami is a no. He's not changing his mind on USC. He moved to Georgia to finish his last year. After his last year, just basically, the Bill stats or whatever, he's going right back to USC. He's done on his decision. Move on from Jake Garcia. That's it. I mean, no disrespect to the kid. That's his choice. That's his decision. Respect it. Move on from him. There's other quarterbacks out there to look at. Jake Garcia is not coming to Miami.
Hey T2, now you know how I
Not
feel.
coming.
Hey T2, now you know how I feel when Orange and Green Blood be talking about take me and start a quarterback.
I
Wait,
mean, I was all for Jake Garcia, but like I've been saying though, we won't die without him. If we don't get a quarterback this cycle, we will not die. Right now, we got like 5 quarterbacks on our roster, and all 5 of them is fighting for position. You got King starting. You got, you know, pretty much Perry gonna be second string. Then you got Tyler Van Dyke, Mataka, and Tate the Great. So we're not dying without a quarterback.
I don't know why.
If anything, we could get another quarterback. And
I never.
speaking of quarterback, you remember the guy that was going after the guy that committed to Texas?
Oh yeah,
What his
yeah.
name? He decommitted from Texas and went to Alabama now. See, that's the thing I'll be talking about. Some of these guys commit so early to teams, and then later on they flip. Right now, I'm happy with the class that we have, but nothing's written on paper. But one thing I can say, Khalil is gonna start. He's gonna start classes early. He's enrolling early in January. So that's one of our recruits that we can have that confidence in that we will have.
I ain't
So
never. I ain't never knew why we kept on trying to go after quarterbacks after we got King, and then we already got Perry, and then we got Matacho, and then we got Van Dyke. I was like, what the hell we need Garcia for?
because the belief is every cycle you should grab a quarterback. That's the belief. You can
Yeah.
never be wrong with having depth at quarterback. Because quarterback is a position where guys go down to injuries a lot, and they got to be the next man up. Sometimes when a quarterback goes out to an injury, they don't recover. Some of them don't recover, or they don't come back the same.
You said Leonard Taylor coming in early.
But, I don't know.
I said I will cook and you say no.
Dang, that football season came up quick to me.
When I got pizza, you want pizza?
The pizza home, but me, what about you?
I don't
Jay,
know. I want something later.
Jay Willis definitely solid.
I don't know. Where we at?
Dennis, what wrong with the super chat? Man,
What happened?
Dennis Wilson said why my super chat won't send.
Maybe you have to refresh the live, go out and come back in. Let me check.
I still think Bobo Bolden. I don't care where they put Bobo Bolden in it, but Bobo Bolden definitely need to be a starter. Period. He just don't need to
Yeah,
sell.
the monetization is on, so he should be able to super chat if he wants. All right, Chris. See you.
All right, Curry.
Mm,
But Bobo Bolden need to start, man. He just don't need to celebrate when he do good.
Yeah, I think anybody who wants to hit the super chat, I think you have to maybe exit the live and come back in because it's saying that it's on.
AR10 said your super chat isn't working.
Yeah, like I said, you might have to exit the stream and come back in.
We sure ain't been talking about offensive linemen either, though. I just thought about that.
They say Leonard Taylor is coming in early. Yeah, a lot of the players, given the settings of high school football, they're given a chance to start early. So a lot of them will be coming in early. What is that? You eating yogurt?
Yogurt, I'm trying to get a sponsor. Hopefully somebody don't take my idea. But
Stop it! Stop it! Oh man.
but and we ain't been talking about offensive line, man. We need to talk about them big guys that gonna be technical quarterbacks and running back, man. You know.
Oh, speaking of offensive linemen, I was hearing about a guy from out of UCLA that they were saying that Miami should go after. I forgot the guy's name, but they were saying that Miami should go after this dude.
We really
You said
need.
the super chat got corona. Yeah, like I said, if you wanna hit the super chat, probably exit the live and come back in.
Phil from the
I
Dell
think
said, AR-10, we
I
don't
think
care
that's
about
what
that.
happened. He said he exit and came back in and it's still not working. I guess let me try to put the PayPal in there.
Put your PayPal, your cash out, one or the other, T. But the O line, I know we got to do from Houston that came over, and I know we got a few starters coming back. But I want to know who that guy was that we had that was Zion. Is he gonna be starting again?
Zion who?
Was it Zion?
Zion, you talking about Zion Nelson?
Who that was the left tackle? That was a freshman last season.
I think it's Zion Nelson.
The one that didn't weigh that much. And he would get bullied when we played Florida Gator.
That's I just put the PayPal in the chat. So if anybody can't hit the super chat, they can hit the PayPal. I hope that's clickable. Say Zion not playing.
Thank God.
Why you say that?
That boy was horrible.
Really?
They need to get him at tight end as a blocking tight end on certain packages, just to do some chip blocking because he can't hold no real pad rush.
Oh, that's crazy. That's tough, man. And somebody say he's playing, but he's not starting.
He was. I mean, come on, man. He'll be a good tight end for blocking packages. You know, like a double tight end blocking package or something, or just an extra tackle on the field. You know, whatever. But as far as like really starting, no. Derrick King be running for his life all game, all season.
It's saying that hold on.
Yeah.
It's saying that the super chat is working.
Yeah, Scape was getting bullied too. Yeah. Most definitely. I agree. Hurricane Miller.
Yeah, the super chat is working. It'll let me super chat. I don't know what's going on.
Phil from the Dale, man. Zion worked. He worked hard, but he still was getting ate up.
Yeah, the super chat working. See, Slim Shady just left a $5 donation.
Yeah.
Georgia is the Oklahoma of the SEC. That's half the team conference. That's half a team in the conference. Oh my God. And thank you, Slim Shady Canes, for the $5 donation. That's a touchdown for the channel. I'm guessing you're talking to Sergeant AR-10.
Had to.
We got two. Oh yeah. He talking to Sergeant AR-10. Sergeant AR-10 keeps saying what they got, what they got going on in Georgia, and Phil just said AR-10. We don't care.
He didn't say AR. He just said at 10. So disrespectful.
Oh man. There you go. Oh man. I'm gonna let Slim Shady handle him.
Yeah.
He said Zion working at guard. I think he put on 40 pounds. Yeah, that's what I was hearing too. Zion put on a lot of weight. He put on a lot of weight because last year he was getting tossed around.
I'm telling you.
He was getting tossed.
They did him wrong for putting him in his freshman year weighing that amount of weight he weighed. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying that the guy just horrible, but he's not ready. That's what I'm saying. I said it wrong. That's why I'm correct to say, y'all. It happens. It happens.
Oh man. Quarterback jumped up to a different college program. Huh?
Quarterback jump out and run to a different college program. Yeah. I mean, that's because that's the I call the quarterback position the big head position because the fact is for most quarterbacks they got that I need to be the alpha male the whole team, which they should because they have to. And see, they want to start automatically most of the time, but they'll sit back for a season or two. But of course, they're going to jump ship every chance they get if they know they ain't going to start. That's just a quarterback. That's just how they roll. Most of the damn awards, the top notch awards, are for quarterbacks. So
Yeah,
that's why they
see,
try to shoot for it.
this is what I was telling them earlier by Pete Thummo. Basically, his source says on North Carolina State opening game at Virginia Tech scheduled for September 12th has officially been moved. The team
Yeah.
will play on September 26th. Decision came in the wake of North Carolina State athletes taking a pause because of 22 new positive corona cases. So they got 22 cases in their what you call it in their athletic department. So that's the kind of thing that we're gonna be seeing all season, unless kids follow protocol and you know follow the right procedures.
September 10th. Damn, that game on a Thursday?
Say Athens is a ghost town when football ain't around. Man, I
Oh,
don't know why Sergeant AR-10 come around here trying to talk that Georgia stuff. You say Athens is like living in Hawksonville,
oh,
Georgia,
Hawkinsville,
without the
Georgia. That's
football
messed
team.
up. That's messed up. I know Hawkinsville, Georgia. Yeah, yeah.
He said, bro, I was talking the Gators the night we lost. Call me Bone Crusher. I ain't never scared. He said he was talking trash to Gator fans like we lost. Man, the Gators was they hyped them up so much that game. If you listen to ESPN, they was everybody. Oh, they were supposed to beat us. They were supposed to outright beat us.
Yeah.
None of them saw the game being as close as it was. That's pretty much that game hurt Florida because it kind of exposed them. Basically, the talent that we had compared to the talent that they had, they were supposed to be so much higher than us. And with them only beating us by the last minute or whatever, kind of exposed them that they did not deserve to be the number 8 team in the country.
Mm-mm. You really
And
should.
a lot of Gator fans now, they take that as you know, we beat y'all and we went down in the rankings. Of course you did. You showed the world that you weren't what they thought you were.
Oh, here we go with this Rump again. Rump is the worst coach on the staff. Hmm.
See, I want to see this 9-1 talk in October. Hey,
And I'm and,
do
I,
they
and I,
play? Don't they play Alabama this season? So I guess they might be 9-1 in October.
you know what, AR? I want to see y'all win a national championship this season. How about it?
Hey, if you listen to any Georgia fan, they should
I
win it.
I ain't talking about going to the national championship. I'm talking about winning it. How about y'all win it? 40 years, win it.
Jay Lotto say Rump is the worst coach on the staff. A lot of people have been saying that lately because he
Yeah.
didn't land Jason Marshall or he didn't land a top cornerback. But I mean, give him time. I guess we'll see. But recruiting wise, yeah, he might need a little work. But I mean, coaching wise, he's decent.
Dennis Woods with the $5 donation.
Yeah, Phil said I wanted UF this year. I want UF every year. You know, but
Yeah,
we don't always get what we want. If it was up to me, we'll play them every year just like we play Florida State.
they'll be whooping their ass.
Yeah, he said we beat ourselves. Right, we beat ourselves that game. Um, Dennis Wilson with the $5 donation. Thank you, Dennis Wilson. That's a touchdown for the channel. That's a touchdown for you, boss.
Hit the band or
Yeah. Oh man, let me see. What else we got here.
BB Lowe said Georgia.
BB's is a Gator fan.
BB Lowe said Georgia's not winning no championship. I already know that. They gonna win they might win the SC championship. That's what they so happy about. So clap. But
Is
not
he
on that.
saying Kane forever? Are you saying that he's the worst coach? They saying Packy's the worst coach? Because I know that's what we were talking about earlier with Rump. He saying Coach Packy the worst one? That's crazy, man. Them coaches probably see this live like, what they calling trash? Oh man.
Yo.
He said, please somebody ban the Rump talk. Man, I ain't got nothing to say about Rump, man. Rump will show himself. He said Rump ain't developed none of our corners to get drafted in the first four. Yeah, I mean it's tough. They did have a crazy season. AR-10, you talking out your butt, man. Talking about we gonna lose to Georgia Tech 3 years straight. You talking out your butt. You don't even believe that yourself. Say yes or no. Canes have the best freshman tailbacks in the ACC. I definitely agree with you on that. We got two dynamic freshmen. Either one of them could be, could be a it factor. They both explosive. They speed demons. These guys, man, like I said, Manny had to talk to these guys. Like, listen, I understand you want to take off as soon as you get the ball. You want to just, go wild. We understand you got a lot of speed, but you got to be a little bit more patient. You got to let the guys basically on the O line, and all the other guys run their assignment. And trust me, once you get into the secondaries, you can do your thing. But you got to let the guys actually, do their assignments. It'll work out better. But those two guys, they want to make something happen. And they got a great leader because they both was giving praise to Cam Harris. He said Rump is the worst coach. 2018, number one passing defense in the nation. Drop the mic. Man, like I said, Slim, they recruiting wise and stuff like that, Rump might not be the greatest, but give him time. We got a Oh, you drinking the Kool-Aid already? I see. You drinking the Kool-Aid.
I'm still working on sponsors.
Oh man. BB, this fall will be the fourth straight loss to my dogs. Yeah, oh, you talking to a Gator fan. He said, yes, Packy, our special team cost us more than our cornerback last season.
Yeah, Phil the Can. I like that new name.
Say AR 20. It's been 41. Dang. No championship. See, that's one thing as a Georgia Bulldog fan, man. Y'all gotta humble yourself. Y'all catching 10, 11 game wins or whatever, this and that. But trust me, if it never follow up by a championship, if there's no championship you can win 10, 11 games for 10 years straight. But if you don't win no championship, nobody will remember you. Just remember that. Nobody will look at second, third, fourth, fifth place. Because that's what y'all been coming up.
Hey,
2017, y'all came in second, and the rest of them years after that, y'all was like what, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Nobody remember those positions.
hey,
Oh,
yeah, they will remember Georgia Bulldogs. You know why? Because
for the year.
when they played in the national championship, they had the fucking lead and blew that shit just like the Falcons did, so they lost the same year. So they
Yeah.
gonna remember that.
So they gonna remember you for all the wrong
Exactly.
reasons. That's tough, man. You gonna put up a banner in your stadium that say almost.
Oh, you almost had it. Oh,
You gotta be quicker than that. Oh man. Let's get off this Georgia stuff, man. What else is going on? I know I had seen something else happen. Went over that. Oh, I ain't gonna be trolling turn tally no more, but I saw this one earlier, so I had to save it. I don't know,
man,
it's kind of hard to see, but it's a kid with it's a Florida State player with a backpack on, and Daddy sending him to school.
they should have had a wagon to the police department.
Let me check. Let me check and see. Let me check and see if anything else going on. Let me check and see if anything happening in what you call it.
All right, everybody in the chat, I want to know right now: do y'all think Georgia Bulldogs gonna win that championship anytime soon?
That's what I'll be telling them. Georgia fans, they don't care about national championship. They only care about the SEC. That's all they care about is the SEC. We gonna win the SEC.
It don't matter about the national championship. Give me the SEC championship. Now what? Hey, AR 10. What do y'all get when y'all win the SEC championship? What, I mean, why is it so special? Like I get a lot of money or something? Like the players get paid? Or did you get a ring? I'm trying to figure out what's so special about a damn cup championship. Just say you cup championship.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
they trying us already.
What up?
They talking about we might play Arkansas State this year. I don't even know where they getting all that from. We might play Arkansas State in the bowl game.
I'm for real. Somebody tell me. Oh, okay. They get a fruit bowl of peaches. That's what's so special about the SEC championship.
Okay, so basically ESPN has ranked Miami in different positions. Linebacker U group, they put us at number 8. Um, Defensive back, they put us at number 5. And I guess we won't know the rest of it because I ain't subscribed to this thing or whatever. And I won't be subscribing to them.
You can win your conference, but you still ain't win no damn national championship. So
I'm telling you, that's all they care about is that SEC championship.
last time I checked, Alabama didn't win the SEC championship, won that championship one year, if I ain't mistaken.
Wasn't that the year that Alabama beat them?
Oh, I guess you don't have to win the conference championship. My bad.
Yeah, Alabama said, forget that. We don't have to go to no SEC championship and win it. We could just beat whoever wanted.
This is not run by this. See, AR. This championship, this national championship thing is not ran by the computers no more, buddy. This thing is ran by a playoff system, and they finna bump it up from these 4 top teams to 6 from what I heard. So, the conference championship finna just be as irrelevant as I said. Keep the conference championship, pimp. I want the natty. That's all you got. You delusional, cuz.
So I'm telling you, that's all they care about. Georgia can't win a national championship.
No.
The SEC.
No. Hold on, wait, T. If you so proud of these damn conference championships, why the fuck y'all fired Mark Rick? Cause he was winning them for you.
Wait, they only won three in the past since they've been in the conference since wasn't it? They only won 3 since '91. They talking like they be winning their conference championship. They only won 3 since '91. They only won 3 since '91. That's crazy.
And this thing about it, Mark Rick won them 3. Am I right? Well, two of them. He won 2 of them. Because Kirby Smart won 1 when was it Raekwon Smith? No, Raekwon Smith was there. So Kirby Smart won one SEC championship. Is this 3rd season? I can't remember. I don't keep up with them the choke dogs like that. But I know I just know y'all got rid of Mark Rick because he kept only getting y'all to the SEC championship and winning y'all SEC championship. But I guess that's I thought that was a big thing to you, AR. So why would y'all get rid of Mark Rick?
So CBS Sports is predicting that Miami record at the end of the year will be 8-3. On top of that, they're saying that we'll play Arkansas State in the Holiday Bowl. And that'll be on, December 27th in San Diego, California. So that's their prediction for us.
I just not that.
They're saying North Carolina finishing ahead of Notre Dame in the ACC, earning the Orange Bowl. Louisville, the Cheez-It Bowl. In Notre Dame, the Cotton Bowl. And Virginia will be in the Pinstripe Bowl in Yankee Stadium. So they're basically, doing some bowl prediction for the ACC. NC State would play South Carolina in the Gator Bowl.
Redhead Kane, I keep telling y'all, AR-10 is slick a Miami Hurricane fan, y'all. I just let it be.
AR-10 love Miami, bro.
He love Miami.
Don't let him fool you. Do not let him fool you.
Let me tell y'all something. You got people that like 2 teams in different conferences now. And he like Georgia in the SEC, but he likes to watch Miami now. Don't let him fool y'all.
You can't tell these guys, man. These Georgia fans, they delusional. You got to talk to a real Georgia fan that just that don't just hate Miami just to hate Miami. You got to talk to a real Georgia fan.
Yeah, for real. He said he'll member. That even don't make it no better.
Nah, AR-10 is a member of the channel.
Yeah, he is.
It's a join button. If you click on my channel, it's a join button. Or it's like, you could join a channel. It's like $2 a month, $3 a month, or $4 a month. It's basically the cheapest you can find on YouTube. Where you get special perks from the channel.
Hey, Hurricane Middle said Georgia would be in the Almost Had It Bowl, just out of reach of the bowl.
But as you can see by Sergeant AR-10 name, he got that circle S. He's a member of the channel. He helped support the channel. So that's one thing I could do. I could deal with his trolling because he's a Georgia fan. I could deal with his trolling. They ain't win nothing. It ain't hard to battle a troll that ain't win that. Now if some Clemson fans come on here, I can still battle them because they just started winning some. But if an Alabama fan want to come on here and go up, that'll be a tough one to battle. It'll be tough. It's tough to battle Alabama, man.
I just said that. I just said if he don't hate Miami, he like Miami. I just said that, y'all. I just told y'all that. Y'all thought I was playing. He said it right there. It says it right there. If I hated Miami, I wouldn't be a member. Y'all backwards. I just told y'all that. He watches Miami for a reason. He like him. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's always, man. What they got to understand is Miami has a lot of YouTubers. Miami has a lot of guys that create content because we love our team. But when you got teams like Georgia, you know, it's even in the ACC itself. There's not a lot of teams with any YouTubers or any young YouTubers or entertaining YouTubers at that. You'll get the guys that'll post the what are you doing? But you'll get the guys that give stats and stuff like that and show little highlight clips here and there, but you won't get them like doing live shows or even, creating content, talking smack or anything like that. Phil said Chase Smith committed to the U. Yep. Yep. I saw that one coming. This whole week they had him crystal ball to the U, but I didn't take that too serious because you know how that turns out sometimes. Yeah, but Chase Smith committed to the U. Now Chase Smith is a 4-star athlete, but they got him listed as a wide receiver. He's 6'3", 190 pounds. This guy is national in position. He was 14, and in the state he's 37. 4-star prospect. Now currently in the 2021 rankings, Miami's ranked at number 10. Now the commitment by Chase Smith has not it has not been confirmed or whatever onto there yet. Even 247 Sports, which I'm looking at right now, so I'll share that with you guys. They going at AR-10 again.
No, I'm laughing because of what you just said.
Yeah, so they crystal balled him 100% to Miami. Let me see if you guys can see that. Yeah, they got him crystal ball to Miami, but it's not showing on here that he made a commitment. So they might not have updated their stuff or whatever. Hopefully, whatever source you got that from Phil. Hopefully, whatever source you got is correct, basically. But they do got him crystal ball 100% to Miami.
AT Hurricane Miller says, "Sergeant AR-10, you ain't one of the 96 Abraham Lincoln was president."
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh, you say it's on Rivals. Okay. So 247 recruiting index hasn't picked it up yet. So once it kick in, then they'll upgrade their rankings and stuff like that. We'll probably go up a notch or two.
Yeah. Georgia Bulldogs do have some YouTubers as well.
Yeah,
Besides Uncle Lou. I mean, I watch Big Dog Brett, me personally.
it's a Chase. Have he committed yet? To anyone college is my question. Phil just said he committed to Miami and it's on Rivals, so go check Rivals. Rivals be trying to charge, boy.
That man said Georgia ain't won a damn national championship for Abraham Lincoln. God dang.
Oh man, Rosa Parks.
Shoot.
Oh God.
863 Kane. What had him?
Let's see. Let me see if they got anything on that. So to confirm it, I'll just take Phil's word for it. Yep. But they're saying it's a soft commit. What do they mean by that? Soft commit.
I mean, he probably told him that he kind of considered him really hard, but ain't no verbal commit. That's all.
He say Robert bullshit. Yeah, that's basically what they saying right now. I'm like, hold on, let me show you guys. They saying he is a soft commit. That's what they saying about Chase Smith. They saying Miami soft commit. That's not what is a soft commit?
Like I said, I just think he just really said he probably really look at Miami hard, and they just took that as a soft commit.
They're saying it happened today though. Soft committed Miami.
You probably just, you know how they be saying,
Well,
yeah,
they don't even got the information of who he what you call it, who he got recruited by.
They really probably just said, he probably just said, I really like Miami a lot. You know what I'm saying? They probably
it probably was Rob Lightman.
More likely.
Because he's listed as a receiver.
Yeah, he's 6'4"?
Huh?
Damn. He's
6'4".
6'4"?
They saying, yeah, he on 6'4". The other one, see on 247, they have him listed as 6'3", 190. So he probably lost 5 pounds and grew an inch.
Hey, Phil the Kane said check your message, T2R, on Twitter. He committed to Miami, but he's
Oh, you mean Facebook?
Well, yeah, Facebook.
I'm going to say, well, I'll never be on Twitter.
Tweet. They drop a lot of players and ain't nobody played.
Okay, there it is.
Back with another video, baby.
Yeah, but there it is.
Oh, it's official.
You can't see the green because of the green screen effect, but you pretty much see what it is. And so Chase is committed to the University of Miami. I told you he was one of those guys that I thought we would have got, but it would have been basically between maybe us and Florida and Florida State. Well, wouldn't count Florida State too much. They can't land a plane on an open field.
I think they're gonna end up finding that Marvell guy in about that after this season, man.
Nah, I get Norvell by 2 seasons or so.
Yeah. He don't lie so much. I don't know how long they're gonna give him really.
Hold on, say Jaden Hood, did he commit yet? Let me check. Let's see what's going on with Jaden.
Uh-oh. I have another beast linebacker coming in, Phil the Kane say it. NYC Kane, what happened? Partner.
They saying he committed to Michigan.
Oh, dang.
Unless they trying to flip him from Michigan, but he got a verbal commit to Michigan back in May 25th. He had a verbal. Unless they trying to flip him, but he's still committed to Michigan on Rivals. Oh, he said, okay, he committed to Miami, but keeping his options open. Okay, that's what they mean by soft commit then.
Back at the commercial break. Oh, hey, I'm working on I'm working on my commercial breaks, baby.
Oh man. He said, when did this happen? Um, I guess Chase Smith committed today. Yeah, because on there it said he committed today on the 27th. But like I said, it's a soft commit. He committed, but it's he's keeping his options open. So he might visit other schools and stuff when whenever these open up or whatever. But if we don't get like schools opening up for visits and stuff like that, most of the kids that we got, we're gonna keep them.
I just want to tell
You know
Florida State. I just want to tell Florida State, y'all get y'all some of this and just take it. If y'all don't want to tell nobody, just here you go. Just take some of this. Y'all be all right in the morning, man. Just take some of that. That's that flu medicine.
Oh man.
Jaden Hood. I was gonna have some NyQuil for him, but they already asleep.
Yeah, like I said, with Jaden Hood, he's verbally committed to Michigan. Now the Big Ten ain't playing, so if we try to flip him, it's possible. He's a 3-star athlete.
Five-star linebacker Terrence Lewis transferred from Miami Northwestern to Miami Central.
Yeah, he had plenty of offers too. Yeah, Jaden had plenty of offers too.
Jason Arnold.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel too, Slim. Until they sign on that dotted line, everybody's a soft commit. Because I mean, anybody could commit to a school, but end up flipping and going somewhere else.
Yep.
Look at what's his name? What's the guy that flipped on us last cycle and went to Auburn? What's his name?
I know Francois flipped on us and went to Nebraska. Now he trying to come back down.
Yeah, it's another dude that flipped on us and went to Auburn. When Manny, remember last cycle, Manny was like, basically, nobody else go visit other schools and stuff like that.
Yeah. I forgot what.
I forgot the guy's name. I think it's
Okay.
Hype. I think it's Romeo, or not Romeo.
Yeah, Romelio.
Hype.
Yeah, from was it Dublin or Douglas, Georgia? Something like that.
Hold on, let me check. Speaking of recruiting, let me check and see. What
Jason Arnold said Georgia won championship, and soon after Jimmy Carter left the president and went back to Georgia. Yeah, Dublin, Georgia. I thought so. Dublin, Georgia. That was Hurricane Miller said. Dublin, Georgia. Oh, Francois at UCF now.
Oh no, Manny Diaz. Coach Manny Diaz react to the NBA boycott.
Hey, Dennis. Hey, Dennis Will said I would pour a whole bottle of that flu medicine down Turn Taylor's throat, laughing my ass off. The first thing he be like, boy, stop. Y'all have too much fun. We get serious. We gotta get serious. We gotta get serious.
Okay, so with everything going on with the NBA and the stuff that going on in Croatia, basically Manny said time for hiding behind whataboutism on social media is over. Manny wrote, ask these simple questions. Can things be better than they are now? And if yes, are you doing everything we can to do to make it so? Growth always comes from moments of discomfort. Hashtag Croatia. Hashtag vote like your life depends on it. So that's what basically Manny said, about the whole situation. As you guys already know, the NBA shut down right now. The guys are boycotting. They're not playing. Now the Lakers, well, this is a PS2. Now the Lakers and the Clippers are the two teams that basically voted that they wanted to leave. They wanted to shut down the whole playoffs and call it quits. Now if those two teams pretty much say that, the NBA playoff after that is a joke. And more than likely, if they do that, Milwaukee would follow. And if
Yep.
you do that, now the Lakers, the Clippers, and Milwaukee are pretty much the top three odd favorites to win it all anyway. So if they were to leave, the playoffs would be pretty much done for. The bubble would be done for. A lot of those players do not want to play. I mean, this is not just affecting the bubble. This is affecting sports all around. And the MLB, you got teams not playing. You got players not playing. The WNBA not playing. You got a couple tennis players not playing. Soccer, MLS not playing. So this is it's gonna affect a lot of sports. And with college football coming up soon, if these guys don't, if the government and the upper guys don't get it together, then sure enough, it might affect college football also. Now, I know a lot of us want college football to happen, but if something don't happen, no change, or not everything just go back to the same the way it's always been, a lot of these players are not going to want to play. A lot of these players are going to sit out. You know, it is what it is.
Oh yeah, T2Y. Get what else I got for Florida State?
So,
So Imodium. Hey, go
oh my
Florida State.
God.
Florida State. Hey, try to give your boy some of this stuff. It help them out real nice now. I'm trying to tell you now.
Okay, so you said we're ranked at number 8 now.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, let me go check that. Is the Gators still ranked at 6? That's the question. Is the Gators still ranked at number 6?
You know, they were talking about Tennessee too.
Tennessee jumped out early in the recruiting, but they pretty much met their ceiling early. It was it was it was basically that Tennessee would have gotten past by a lot of teams. They ranked early, but the points that they build, basically the recruiting, the ranking points, you could tell that a lot of teams would have got better prospects to pass them. Why can't I find it?
Huh?
I'm trying to find the. I'm trying to go back to the. There we go. The recruit. Yeah.
NYCK said.
So,
NYCK said. Tell us.
hold on.
Big
So
brave.
Miami went to number 8, and Florida went up to number 5.
Dang.
How did that happen? Who did Florida get?
I guess they're going off what they already had, and then whoever they don't recruited.
You know what I'm saying? How did Florida just jump up to 5? They was at 6. I mean, we were just at number 10, but now we at number 8. But how did they just jump up there?
Hey, guess who I don't see up there though?
For them Palmetto 5s. They got Tariq Sapp. That's one I want to flip so bad. They got. I wish Jason Marshall would flip too. They could have Corey. Yeah.
Hey, what Georgia ranking at?
Georgia. Let me see. Georgia's not even in the top 10 right now, but I'm pretty sure later on they probably will be. Georgia's at number 12. Yeah, they'll end up in that top 10. But they only got 14. You gotta look at the amount of commits they got so far. They got 14. I think, like, if you look at Tennessee, Tennessee got 24 commits. Florida got 25. I think Florida. I think I think you could get what 20. Isn't it like 27
Cool.
for the recruit for the commits?
I think so. I
I think
believe
it's
so.
like I think it's like 27. So Florida's sitting at 25. So they'll probably get two more guys and then they'll be done. Tennessee's at number 6. See, Miami only got 22 commits, so we can still probably sign like maybe 5 more guys, depending on how much slots we got left. So right now we're sitting at number 8, but and the Gators are sitting at number 5, but they got 3 more commits than we do. They got they got no 5-star, which is crazy because I could have sworn that Jason Marshall was a 5-star.
Okay. Phil the Kane said 25. BB Lowe said 28. Slim Shady Kane said 25 is the max.
So if 25 is the max, then Florida is done. Florida's recruiting is done unless they basically kick somebody else out to get somebody better. Tell a kid, hey, we think you should probably go somewhere else, or you know, look into other schools because we're gonna go a different route. Basically, like what Miami and what's the kid name? What's the kid that went to West Virginia?
Uh,
Um,
uh,
Hammett, Ja'Cory Hammett.
yeah.
That's basically what they have a mutual agreement. Hey, we're looking in a different direction than you. We think it's best if you go somewhere else where you could probably get playtime or system probably fit you better. But we're looking at this guy, stuff like that. Yeah, so the max is normally 25 around there. I've seen recruiting classes where they've taken up to like 27.
So we still have a chance to jump Florida and
Yeah,
jump Tennessee. Okay, that's good. And
they
Georgia
say they say
sucks.
Hammett didn't meet academic requirements. Oh yeah, speaking of academic requirements too, by the way, um, next season for the 2021 class that's coming in, the whole ACC and SEC test and all that stuff, they don't
Mm.
need it. They don't need it. They
Wait,
they knock they kicking that out the way. So for those guys, they don't have to worry about the ACC, the ACT and SCT.
get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Yeah, they don't have to worry about that. So a lot of guys, as long as their grades are good, they'll get in.
That's some bullshit.
How's that bullshit?
Because let me tell you a little story, TTY. So when I graduated in 2007, I had to take a fucking SCT or SAT test, and I took both of them son of a bitches. And now they don't have to take neither one of them. If I
But
if I
that's just this season though.
I don't give a fuck. They should have did that my year. Let me tell you something. If I had to take them stupid ass tests and I could have just came in with the great GPA I had, I would have been at Miami with no problem. No problem.
Because I know I've seen some recruitment classes where they took more than 25. Yeah, see right here in 2020, Texas A&M took 26 commits,
It's so fucked up.
and see Auburn took 27. So I know sometimes they do go past that 25, but I think 25 is pretty much the number.
Yeah.
But some teams got more. See, North Carolina took 26 last year. Penn State took 27. So I want to say that the max probably will be 27.
I'm still mad about this shit you just said, T2Y.
The ACC. Yeah, see, Maryland took 27. I think the max is 27. That's what I'm gonna go with because
Let,
I see them going to 27.
let me tell you something, Phil the Kane. I wish it was a damn pandemic. I hate to say it like this, but I wish it was a pandemic so I had to take no ACT, no damn SAT to get into Miami. I would have been playing underneath Larry Coker. Me and Latari James would have been on the same field, man. That shit would have been crazy.
Looking into the 2022 rankings, you'll be surprised, but we actually behind Florida State on that one.
Oh hell, that shit. They
Florida State,
wrong.
they
They
got
definitely wrong there.
they got two commits, and not only two commits, they got a 5-star.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
They got a guy that committed to him, but 22 the 22 cycle is way too far right now.
We ranked number 35 on the AP poll.
We rank what
35.
on the AP poll?
Yeah.
Did they take out all the other teams?
Oh, you talking about the one with the ticking out one? Oh, I didn't look at that one yet. But I'm talking about the one that before they updated it. The one they had made before the season, before they had came out with the conference
Are
thing or
you
whatever.
the coaches or the AP?
The AP.
Hold on, let me because I know on the coaches poll, once you take out all the teams that don't belong, Miami end up ranking at number 22.
Oh yeah. I know that one. But I was just saying before then.
Yeah, let me check because ESPN had it out there. Yes, cause I know ESPN on the coaches poll, Miami. Like I said, once you kick out Ohio State and all those teams that's not playing this fall,
Yeah.
Miami will be ranked at number 22.
Yeah,
On the last live we had broke that down.
I saw that. I was just saying before. I'm talking about before then.
See, ESPN be tripping. Every time I come on here, they want to play.
They got on at 42.
Stay tripping, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. Now we went to damn 42.
Okay, some of them baseball teams just said, "Fuck it, we playing." Why won't it show me the dang rankings? Why it won't even pull up?
I'm gonna go back to that. What's up?
Yeah, ESPN tripping. I'll do it on my phone.
I'm looking at the preseason poll right now, the AP poll right now. Now I'm looking at the coaches poll. Coach poll got voted other receiving votes 58.
Yeah, let me check this ESPN. Since it's acting stupid on the computer. See, it'll show on the phone, but it won't show. Yeah, the APs. Yeah, it's just the AP out.
Yeah, no, I said.
Oh, actually, coaches and AP is out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we did the coaches already. Yeah, so we pretty much was in the same position on either one of them.
Yeah.
Because if you take out the other teams on those, then we'll be ranked around 22 on both polls. So actually, the AP poll will be a lot better in the AP poll. Yeah, we'll be ranked a lot better on the AP poll once they take out all the Ohio State and those guys. You know what's going to be interesting to see though? I don't believe it'll happen,
What?
but let's just say the fall season gets going and everything ran as it is, and they claim a national champion and everything. It'll be interesting to see if those other teams decide that they're gonna play spring. That would be so funny, man.
That's what they said they were gonna do.
Yeah, that would be so funny. So you'll end up having hold on, this Tally over here screaming loud on his channel talking smack. Hold on, let me check out Turn Tally real quick, see what he got going on. Probably talking about coronavirus.
Well, he ain't started it yet.
Yeah, they just playing music.
Yeah. Everybody said what's called said he be just yelling.
Nah, what he did was when Phil came on basically talk trash with him. He
Yeah.
was just talking over him, and the chat was telling him he just being loud, which that's a defensive mechanism that you use when he trolling. Well, I think we pretty much covered everything though. We got Phil. Said said Jaden Wood was on Paul's show last week. What did he say? Is he coming to Miami? Is he coming to Miami, or is he just talking? Um, Hurricane Miller say Miami at 21. That's in the AP or the coaches. I think that's the AP. I think they're number. Yeah, but Cynthia did on Paul's show did Jaden say anything about coming to Miami? Because I know he's a Michigan commit right now. And even with the whole Paul situation, I still check out those guys' channel. I still show love and everything.
So I ain't gonna say nothing.
Like I said, next year is gonna be. I'm waiting on Cynthia though to find out that Jaden Wood say anything. Said when's the final scrimmage? I'm not quite sure if they're gonna have another scrimmage. The season starts in 2 weeks, so I'm not quite sure if they're gonna do that. Well, Cynthia, Jaden Wood is ranked as a 3-star. He's ranked as a 3-star on Rivals. Let me see what he's ranked on. Let me see what 247 Sports got him as.
You know, I just want to see if Manny got the discipline and the adjustment and all this other stuff compared to last season. I wonder if he really learned anything from last season for our preparation and everything. I really want to know. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, they got Jaden Hood on 247. He's a 4-star. See, 247 is always a little bit more higher with the rankings than Rivals. Now, like I said, he's committed to Michigan. So, I mean, that's why I'm asking. If he was on Paul's show, did he say anything? Did he say anything?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about what Zoe said about this 247 shit. My bad.
I mean, recruiting. When it comes to recruiting, you could go three places. You can go to ESPN, you go to 247 Sports, or you can go to Rivals. So when you hop on 247 Sports, you're gonna get a place where they got all of it situated. So you can't go around. You can't go around it. But as far as like stories and all that other stuff, articles and stuff, I'm not getting into that.
I'm sorry. That's so too funny. Oh shit, I'm leave that alone. That ain't what I'm saying, Phil the Can. You ain't catch it on. You get what I'm saying.
Everybody say Rivals is trash.
Ooh,
Oh, the Buffalo Bills coach was crying to the league, saying that the league needed allow fans at the stadium.
dang.
Right now, it's going to be mixed feelings on the fans in the stadium. All I can tell you is the UAB game, Miami has 13,000 fans allowed. Now, how that goes determines how many fans they will have for the Florida State game, if they have fans at all. That's pretty much basically the UAB game is a test dummy. It's a crash dummy basically. We're gonna put him in the car. We're gonna run him down into a brick and see if he survives. That's the UAB game with fans in the stand. Now, if it turns out great, then Florida State game. Miami might have more than 13,000 in there, or they might actually just go with the 13,000. But that like they said, they'll have 2 weeks because we'll play Louisville away and then we'll come back home to Florida State. So we'll know in 2 weeks what they want to do.
Hey, you know what? We play. No, we come up to Georgia. We come up to Atlanta this season to play Georgia Tech. All right.
Yeah, Miami boy, we got Chase Smith. He committed today. NC Kane, he talking about Chase Smith. Chase Smith, a wide receiver out of Melbourne. 4-star commit. 6'4", 195 pounds. He's listed as a receiver, but he's also an athlete. He can play both sides of the field. We watched his highlight tapes a couple weeks back on the channel.
Oh shoot. I thought Miami. I thought Georgia. I thought we had to go play Georgia Tech here.
Uh,
Cause I won't be at that game.
okay. All right, so let me see what else we got. If not, now we're gonna wrap it up. But I'm gonna put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come in and give their opinions on basically stuff that's going on right now. The NBA, you know, Miami, the quarterback position, how they feel about N'Kosi Perry and all those guys. But the link is in the chat for anybody that wants to come in and give their opinion.
And that he's play for.
He's talking about Chase Smith.
No, I'm saying I'm just reading what Miami boy said. He said his daddy used to play for her.
Yeah, he's a hell of a safety too, and he could play cornerback.
And NYC Kane say is he helps the kick return type player or just a wide receiver?
What's going on, Slim Shady?
What's going on, boss?
What up, Slade? Yay!
All right, so how you feeling about the NBA shutdown? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear. I don't think you want me to answer that question. I'm gonna pass on that one.
Are you all right? How you feel about Miami moving on from Jake Garcia?
I mean, that doesn't bother me. I disagree with you. I do think they do need to bring in a quarterback with every class.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I said, they do that normally, but if we don't, we won't die this season. We won't die, especially with extra eligibility.
I don't think we'll die, but I do think, me personally, I think the main reason Miami's been down for the last 15 years is because of quarterback play.
Right.
I don't remember who it was. I was listening to a video on Kane Sport website, and dude brought up a good point. There hasn't been a quarterback come out of Miami to take a step, and I think that's a big tell of the problems 15 or so years.
Yeah, 863 said Miami. Basically, yeah, Miami didn't move on, but from what Jake Garcia is saying, the chances of him coming to Miami is like 5%. He's saying like 5%. So he said he's still strongly committed to USC. You know, him moving to Georgia got nothing to do with Miami. So with him saying what he's saying, basically, if I was Miami, I wouldn't necessarily move on from him, but I'd actually look in other places for a quarterback.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket with just him.
Yep. Especially with him saying what he just said too. He just plain out. He straight up said no. He's not coming to Miami. That's what he said. Chances are slim to none.
Now I do agree. Like I said, I
In
think they
his
need
own
to
words,
yeah.
in his own words, Slim, he said that the players from Miami are reaching out to him. They all been he been keeping up chit chatting with him, but he feel the same. He feel like they cool and all, but he still gonna make his decision for him, which is USC.
Yeah. I mean, some folks just want to stay home. It's like a lot of the Miami players want to stay in Miami. He wants to stay home in Cali. I can't knock him for that.
I can see him saying that in a sarcastic way, like, so you saying there's still a chance? Oh man, hey.
Now,
He,
CJ got me with something earlier. Trying to compare Jalen Knighton to Willis McGahee. CJ, you done bumped your head.
I'm not talking about the playing style. I'm talking about the physique wise.
Willis McGahee was 6'2", 230 pounds. He ran people over and then turned the Jets on.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I know the height and stuff. I'm talking about the body build. I'm talking about the structure as far as like the muscles and stuff and the weight wise.
Jalen Knight ain't nowhere near 230 pounds.
He's more slender than Duke Johnson.
I don't disagree with that, but Duke Johnson was what, 5'10", 5'11"?
Yeah.
Well, and a lot of it's got to do with the fact that he's a freshman too. We're thinking about Duke his senior year at Miami. When he's about as big as he's going to get. Duke Johnson was a lot smaller his freshman year.
Yeah, he was. See, that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody specified. Did they talk about the senior year or they talk about the freshman year? Did you say Duke Johnson?
Right. Or actually, I should say his junior year because he left after his junior
Yeah.
year.
Xavier Restrepo, I was saying that he got he's kind of built like what's his name, Braxton Berrios. He got that Berrios type of play set too, but I think he's a little bit faster and he got a lot more dynamic to him.
Yeah.
But it should be interesting to see how he develops. But he has the potential to be, Braxton Berrios 2.0.
I want to see Mike Harley in that position, honestly. with as small as he is, that's usually who you want in the slot.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I want to see in the slot position. But I'm just saying that Westbrook kind of remind me of Braxton Berrios.
Braxton was clutch. That's going to
So
be the only problem out of somebody like Mike Harley, or as I call him sometimes, old Juggles. You know, which receiver you want.
I
Now, he's
call him
got
drop Harley.
he ain't as bad as he used to be.
Hey,
But
Hurricane Millie, bro. I stay butchering people's name, man. I ain't the great. I ain't the greatest in pronouncing names, man. And just be happy I didn't call you Hurricane Billy. But I stay butchering names, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man.
too, because
Oh,
Georgia Tech ain't but about 4 or 5 hours from my house.
Yeah, Phil saying Duke Johnson weighed 175, and Rooster came in at 194, and Cheney's at 203. Yeah, so it's a huge difference in size.
Yeah. Well, I mean that it was also back then there was a lot more focus on the run game than
hmm
the teams are today.
um, man. I still
Cynthia
think.
say, Cynthia's asking, could we flip Marshall? Right now, it's tough, but I think we'd have to have a good season, and I think Florida would have to have a terrible season, or
Yeah.
they would have to show some kind of lacking in the cornerback and safety position.
Well, and that's very possible for Florida to have a bad season. I mean, you know,
But
especially Lou and Pete, they try and say I'm just hating on Florida, but if you actually go back and watch their games, they're terrible. They won a lot of their games last year by luck.
Yeah.
I mean, they were losing to Vanderbilt at halftime. They were losing to Kentucky at halftime.
I think the
Tennessee's
reason why
defense was schooling
I
them.
think the reason why Lou and most of those guys give Florida a lot of respect last season is because they didn't get blown out by LSU like everybody else. So I think that's why a lot of them take the gas off Florida. But I agree with you. Florida is not that good.
There was a lot of times that they were lucky, including beating us. Was a lot of luck. Lou said himself that Florida should have lost that game.
They should have.
Yeah, 863K said Rooster equals Porters with more speed. Yeah, that's what I should have said. I couldn't think of his name at the time.
He said, man, forget it. I can't remember him. Willis McGahee.
Yeah, I did. Hey, it was like it was William McGahee, and then they rotate, Porters in. So I just, I meant to say Porters though. My bad.
No, they didn't. They didn't rotate Portis in. They rotated McGahee in.
Well, you know what I mean. They did a little rotation some kind of way.
Yeah, because you have to figure back then, Clinton Portis was your starter. The only reason Willis
Yeah,
McGahee saw the field in 01 is because Frank Gore blew his knee out. That was
yeah.
the first time he did it.
SEC dog in the building. SEC dog, man. You missed Sergeant AR-10 earlier. They pretty much ran him up out of here.
Real quick.
I think tonight he had it. He had like a 20-1 kind of deal going on, where it's him versus like 20 people. So he didn't last too long.
At all.
Some people are glutton for punishment.
You know, or you hear that show when that Florida State guy came in here, and the whole chat. I even brought him on the screen. Everybody threw him apart, bro. Oh man, I think his name was McTavius or something like that. And then
I
the
mean, I've
next
seen a
time,
bunch of state people in when you got turned on, but
now he came in the day before before Turn Tally show. He came
Now
in
I'm
here
gonna
the
say
day
this,
before.
and a lot of people ain't gonna like it, but it was something you were saying earlier, and I ain't gonna say this in front of Turk, so I'm gonna say it now. If you just go by recruiting, I know as of last year, I haven't looked it up for this year, but as of last year, Florida State does have a more talented team than us because they're still
Yeah,
going off the flames of what Jimbo Fisher recruited.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they've been having the better recruiting class for a while.
Because I think it was Willie's first year. They were like the 7th most talented team in the country just going by recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why when Willie got fired, I kind of said, you know what? If he would have actually played his guys, if he would have got a chance to play his guys, Florida State might have been a little bit better than they were. Because coming up this season, he would have had his guys. The team wouldn't have been as bad as it is. And
Well, and
he probably would have got some better recruits too.
I'm going to use Florida State as a perfect example on why CJ needs to chill on Miami this year. And it's the perfect. It really is the perfect example. You can bring in the offensive coordinator you want. It's not going to fix all your problems in one season. I mean, they brought in Kendall Briles to run that, basically the same thing that Rhett Lashlee runs.
Yeah.
That's what he learned from his dad. And honestly, the main problem I had out of Kendall Briles, out of what he did, where I saw that he cost them a couple of games, was he didn't know when to slow them down when they needed to be.
Yeah.
Which is something you learn over time. Not going to knock him or anything, but that's why I say just bringing in that coordinator and having the talent isn't going to do it all in 1 year.
But I said it myself that he was going the same way as with a Taggart. I said the same thing. The same direction. Well, I said the same direction.
Wait, SEC dog, did Turn Tally block you? He said he's getting blocked after one comment.
Dang.
What Turk got going on over there?
Probably
He
just
probably tired of everybody telling him Florida State trash. Let me see what he got going on over there.
But I want Florida State to be better, so I'm gonna say this: they need to go ahead and call Bobby, bring him back, because they should see now they messed up letting go of Bobby.
Oh man,
this man is literally on Facebook right now live.
yeah, I'm looking at it now. That's tough. I don't see SEC dog comments, so he definitely got blocked. SEC, what did you say over there, man? What did you say over there?
Probably told him get that frat boy off that damn horse.
Oh, I'm a comment over there. Hey, you blocked SEC dog.
They gonna keep messing around. They gonna turn that horse over on that frat boy like Oklahoma did their wagon.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh man, hey, what are you talking about? Somebody say my name over there. What are you talking about? I just see my name. Just say T2Y.
Come on.
So I think I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Hey, you get mentioned on another show. Let's see what's going on.
Oh man, that's tough. Hold on. What?
And turned head.
A Dansby put T2Y.
These SEC dogs say he can't remember for one comment, huh? And I'm done. Oh man, you must have said something to get him in his feelings. he got He got Turtelli over there Googling pictures and stuff.
Damn.
Oh, man. I can't even tell. I got the volume off, so I can't even tell if he answers the question or not.
What does he think? You win an argument by being the loudest?
Hey, that's how. Oh, you should have been here that night, Slim. You would have got him.
Yeah, probably. I'd have made him mad. What I'd have done.
Oh, Phil the Kane said he didn't block him.
He did. His comment ain't even showing.
I'd just put him in timeout where he can't comment for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, but it would have said it on the screen though. His comment would have been still there, but you'd have told that he was in timeout.
Oh.
I just put SEC dog came and said said you blocked him, laughing my ass off. But he can't see the live right now. Oh, nah, let me get off his live because he's playing the SMU what's it called it? The SMU Memphis game. I guess he trying to what you call it, see what Miami versus Florida State will be like. Rhett Lashlee versus
Mike Norvell.
Mike Norvell, which hold on, Phil in the back. What up, Phil?
Yo, what's good?
What's going on, man? Do you know what happened over there? Why he blocked
Nah, I don't know why. He said he blocked somebody else though.
SEC dog and his comments ain't up or nothing, so he definitely blocked him.
I don't know.
That Aiden dude, the dude that said my name. Is he a Michigan fan or a Florida State fan? I could have sworn he was a Florida State fan. So he's staying Turtelli chat. He said this man over there on Facebook. Turtelli is a funny character, man.
He's something. I ain't quite figured out what that something is, but he's something.
Well, crackhead, man. He a crackhead.
Mr. HD said 14 days left. How y'all feeling? Bro, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I'm hoping we get there, though. Because, 14 days is a long time.
Especially this year.
Well, he's saying, everybody's saying he didn't block SEC dogs. Oh, so he must have unblocked you then. Yeah. Really? Oh man, look at Jordan. Jordan said the chat ain't the same without a Clemson fan. What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? Make sure y'all ready game 4. Don't be too ready though. Don't be too ready. Don't be too ready. We don't need y'all to be too ready. What's it?
Now, what was up with what you were saying earlier about Trevor Lawrence and him not playing the same? All his stats last year were up over his freshman year. More yards, more touchdowns, higher completion percentage. Yeah, he threw a few more interceptions, but it was still well under 10.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know the stats are good. I ain't saying the stats are bad. I'm just saying that he does have a weakness. He's not just that Superman everybody made him out to be.
Honestly, more than anything, I think the reason that national title game went the way it did he finally had a bad game.
Yeah.
I mean that's really the one bad game you can say, but they're not going to have to rely on him. Travis Etienne is going to be a beast this year.
Right.
I can't believe he came back.
I thought he. Oh dang! I thought he didn't live.
He almost came back for nothing too.
Dang.
Almost.
Yep.
Almost came back for nothing. They almost, if we didn't have a season, it would have been a waste of time.
Yeah, he'd have went ahead and took. Well, no, if they decided not to have a season, he'd have probably just said, "All right, I'm gonna go on to the NFL."
Yeah.
I think them boys are determined to come back. Trevor Lawrence, he was determined.
Well, you notice that's something Dabo's been able to do, and that's something I want to see Manny be able to do, is get these guys to come back for their senior year.
Oh Lord, time, but I just clicked back over the Turn Talent channel real quick. This man trying to draw up plays over there.
Stop playing.
This man got a whole play.
Oh hell no!
I'm about to check that out.
Oh my God, he about to call a bootleg.
I ain't so. I'm trying to sew it. I can't even sew the damn thing.
Oh my God, hold on, let me share this real quick, man. He gonna kill me, boy. Fuck it.
I got to see that.
My boy finna call the play, man. Blue 42. Oh God. That boy finna call the play on y'all.
That ain't even right.
Trying to figure out Miami defense.
Well, and that's going to be the problem with Mike Norvell trying to bring his offense in out of that conference. It looks good in that conference, and that's why I've got it. And that, this applies to us too. That's why I've got a question about Rhett Lashlee and De'Aaron King, because it looks good in that conference, but you're in there with Memphis, SMU, UCF, Houston.
Number 14 for Memphis. You know who that is?
Off the top of my head, I kind of keep up with them, but not really.
Because when he was doing the whole SMU Memphis thing, I seen number 14 was a beast. The dude is a speed demon, man. I think he scored like 4 touchdowns. So a lot of that game, is not just on Norvell making good plays or whatever. That dude made plays.
Well, that whole conference is basically like Louisville. They got some hellified offenses that can score some points, but there ain't a defense to be found in that conference. I mean, literally 2 years in a row, it's been UCF and Memphis for the conference championship, and whoever scored 65 points is who won.
Yep.
I mean, it's been like 58, 65 scores like that. All those teams in that conference don't have a defense to be found.
SEC dog said how many top 25 teams did Clemson play last season? No disrespect to mine, with the question. Well, they really didn't play nobody. That's why they was being disrespected the whole year.
Yeah, but that's not really an argument, though, because they said the same thing about Clemson when Clemson beat Alabama both times.
Yep.
All right. You see with the SEC, too, they like to measure their schedule against everybody because the SEC normally have teams ranked in the top 10, top 15 all the time anyway.
Okay, I'm going to end this argument. The SEC has got like 3 good teams. The rest of that whole conference is doo-doo.
I've been saying that for the
Trust me, we've been saying that for the longest.
longest.
Who they got? They got Alabama, LSU, Georgia, sometimes maybe once in a blue moon, Florida.
Yep.
Every once in a while, Auburn.
Yep.
And Auburn. Other than that, everything
Ole
else
Miss
has
ain't
been.
done nothing in 150 years. Mississippi State ain't never done nothing. Kentucky, that's basketball school. That's the SEC's version of North Carolina.
Yeah, Tennessee is bipolar.
Tennessee is bipolar. Vanderbilt, I mean, if you're going to the hospital, great, go to Vanderbilt. If you ain't, I mean, I can't knock them. That's one of the best medical schools in the country. I can't knock them, but it's not a football school. Arkansas, well, Arkansas's, fighting with Kansas on who's going to be the worst team in the country.
Right.
Like I said in my last video with the Florida prediction, Vanderbilt is just a joke. Vanderbilt's just a joke.
I mean, that's like Harvard playing football. Come on, that's not what.
That messed up some shady now. Come on now. God, dog, you even on Harvard.
I mean, you can't knock all the Ivy League schools though. Yale got like 27 national titles back in 1784.
I'm done.
Look at this. We got a Florida trucker.
Oh,
Kentucky would have beat Miami last season.
Here we go.
Well, Kentucky wouldn't beat Miami in a spelling bee. I guarantee you that.
Oh man. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We got Chase Smith. He's committed to Miami. We saw that like maybe 30 minutes ago.
Now, one thing the SEC does lead in, I'll give them all the credit in the world for this. They have the most number of inbred fan bases in the country.
Oh my God!
Hold
I
your
think
head
they also
high.
got a quarterback.
Yeah, I didn't even realize he was still here.
Quarterbacks too. Yeah.
Well, and I was talking about that a little while ago, and that's why. All joking aside, that's where I will give the SEC some credit. And I said it a few minutes ago about Miami. The SEC's put out some good quarterbacks. And to be honest with you, I think that, to me, that's our biggest issue has been quarterback play.
Why are you waiting?
Because, I mean, you can go down the list. You had after Brock Berlin, you had Kirby Freeman, didn't do nothing. Had Robert Marv, didn't do nothing. Ja'Cory Harris didn't live up to his hype. Stephen Morris, Brad Kaya.
We always had potential at quarterback. They just never played out.
And I don't disagree with that. I mean, Kirby Freeman come in as a 5-star quarterback. Just didn't work out. I mean, 5 stars plus 2.
Yeah, we could get quarterbacks. We just can't develop them.
I think that's been the thing to hold us back. Now, if Derek King does anything close to what he did in 2018, I think we'll have a good year. I think it's all going to hinge on him, though.
Oh man. All I know is if Derek King come back next season, it's gonna be tough. That quarterback room is gonna be tough. I could definitely off top see Tate Martell transferring. Perry might be a possibility because I'm pretty sure Perry's not gonna want to sit behind Derek King for 2 years straight. So I think Go ahead.
I think he'll have some play time too. Like I feel like honestly, our offense could be that good. I mean, yeah, we do have a new offensive coordinator and De'Aaron Keen as a quarterback. Yeah, but based off how they're trying to run their offense, I feel as if Kosi Perry will be able to have some play time.
Yeah, but I mean, playtime. What is going to be playtime though? Because most of our games, we're not going to be blowing out people to where they're going to want to change quarterbacks.
Yeah, I agree to that also.
So it's going to be tough. And I mean, this season 2020, okay, but 2021 also, I doubt that he just sits there and sit behind King.
Now, I think Perry will leave before Tate does because you have to figure Tate's already transferred once.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing too, where can Tate go? Right at this moment, where can Tate go?
Kentucky.
I don't think he would even make it at Kentucky.
And he ain't finna leave that Instagram model. He gonna stay right where he's at.
Yep.
Hey, they're Instagram models for a reason. Once he ain't doing that, somebody else will pick up.
Man, that's probably why he plays like crap at quarterback. He too worried about that.
Hey, have you seen Jaron Williams' girl too?
Well, right.
Jaron Williams probably staying drunk now that he done transferred to some community college.
Jaron Williams, he got a bad one too. I can see why them guys ain't focused.
And that boy at Garcia City down in Miami.
Jaron too worried about getting that bottle, bro.
Yeah, he really is. That bottle was the main thing for him.
Man, all I know is when he leave Miami, he better leave his barber too. That dude used to give him some messed up cuts, man. He got a dude looking like he about 37.
Look like he have a nest of spiders on his head or something.
Oh, look at SEC dog. Cager couldn't catch a pass at Miami, but has a street named after him in Georgia. Hey,
yeah,
you go to Georgia.
At Georgia, he dropped just as many passes as he did at Miami, but made a couple clutch passes just like he did at Miami.
CJ Kane, man. CJ say he trying to catch an endorsement. Oh my God. Yeah, but Cager didn't do that great at Georgia. He got hurt too when they needed him the most.
Yep.
And then George Pickens out there trying to pick a fight with folks.
Oh man, who did they play when they had that fight? Was it on Wake Forest?
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech. GT.
Georgia Tech. Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull that up. Hopefully they don't flag me.
Hey, I was watching that game.
Yeah, hopefully they don't flag me for doing it, but I don't care.
He threw the first 2 or 3 swings. He should have been thrown out the game.
That's Georgia for you.
They got the bag.
Oh, I didn't even know I had these over here.
There we go. Georgia Tech, Georgia fight. We is not finna watch all of that, but we can get into it.
Oh, but I remember. Get up out of there.
No, I'll tell you right now. I know exactly what it'll take for Georgia to win another natty because we've already seen it. They got to have one of the all-time great running backs ever to win the natty.
Pretty much.
Oh, trying not to get flagged at the same time. Uh-oh.
Who that
Oh,
tough guy? Like he trying to pick a fight with a medalist from the Special Olympics. That ain't right.
oh, we keep pausing it in between so they don't flag me for playing it. Yeah, will they get to it? Trying to see what happened. Go show the replay. That's what I want to see. Hey, y'all go sit down. Because he threw the elbow instead of the fist. He's like, man, I'm about to break my wrist. To hit the like button, Chris, you gotta exit hit the X on the chat, and then hit the like button, and then bring the chat back up.
The hell is that, Jake?
What is that?
What is blunt spray?
Man, I thought that was a little bitty Heineken bottle.
It's like an air freshener. You know,
What, make the car smell like beer?
no, it'll click like if you got beer smell in your car, you spray. All you gotta do is like 2 times, and you won't even smell no beer in that motherfucker.
Just in case you're wondering how to get away with a DUI, kids.
Blunt spray.
Oh man. Anyways, man, I'm about to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, I gotta go smoke me a Newport. Send me a check.
All right, y'all.
Right, Marlboro.
Yeah, Marlboro send Slim Shady a check. Newport send me a check.
I better get as much as I done spent on them. I better get a check.
I know, right? They send me coupons right now, but I need some checks though.
All right, I'm about to wrap this up. Thank you for joining us, Slim.
I appreciate y'all letting me
man.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, oh man. All right, so thank you everybody for coming through. You know, we had a real good time tonight. Make sure y'all hit the like button. You know, and that's pretty much it for tonight, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Go Canes.
It's that bust it, baby.
All right. We out of here.